Coming from RISD, I'm wondering what the mentality shift was for you, because the swimming in the RISD soup, there's all of this like competition over who's working harder and who's staying up later and all this kind of stuff. And so I'm wondering if in your mind, when you're having conversations about the inside of Fusebox, that RISD brain is just kind of like, hey, I don't know, just stay up all night and make the fuse box, and that kind of no compromise for aesthetics mentality that I feel like. I mean, I was in the graduate program. I don't know what the undergrad program was, but that was kind of the vibe there, and I valued that, and I do value that. But it's like totally impossible in a pipeline situation.
Yeah.
So is that, I don't know, how do you feel about that? Or does that matter to you at all? Was that how you felt at RISD, or?
I definitely fell into that camp at RISD of like, I need to stay up all night. I like, if I'm not pulling an all-nighter, am I even working hard enough?
Right,
Which, like
totally
looking,
bad way to live.
horrible way to
Yeah.
live. Like I
Oh my
remember for my
God.
senior animation degree project, like I stayed up for 5 days, which is
Right.
like, people can
Yeah.
die from that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're like your body's still recovering from that.
Yeah.
And
So
you passed out, didn't you?
yeah, I passed out
Get out of here.
yeah, in one of my liberal arts classes. I say thankfully, like I've passed out before from getting my blood drawn, so I knew it was
Right.
coming. So it wasn't just like I fell on the floor.
Right.
But I had to stop mid presentation in my liberal arts class to be like, I'm
Wow.
really sorry, I'm gonna pass out. Like I need to
Yeah.
go to health services.
Yeah. Yeah.
So upon leaving RISD for like a few years, I was working like 2 or 3 jobs at a time, where I had my
Right.
full-time animation job and I would do animation freelance and some illustration freelance, and I would still pull a bunch of all-nighters, and
Yeah.
was living like a pretty unhealthy lifestyle. And I can't tell you when the switch happened, but at a certain point I decided like this isn't worth it. Like my health is
Right.
more important and my outside relationships are more important. Like I had it was actually probably around like I had a pretty bad breakup and felt like very alone in LA,
Mm,
because all of my friends were also his friends and I
right.
didn't really see them anymore. And I think at that
Yeah.
point I was like, I have to have some sort of network. Like I have to have support and I have to build out these relationships for myself so that
Yeah.
I can have a family out, or just a friend family out
Yeah.
here, and just be happy and live a better
Yeah.
lifestyle. And
Yeah.
um, working all nighters didn't fit into that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's become very important to me to like preach that kind of work-life balance to
Yeah.
all the people that I work with,
Yeah.
especially my supervising director. Um, he he made it a very big point to take care of us, to make sure that we didn't feel overwhelmed, or
Yeah.
that we weren't being pushed too hard, that the notes we were getting weren't going to have us stay late, so we got to
Right.
leave on time like every night.
Yeah.
And I kind of adopted that as well, where
Yeah.
I preach to my boarders like, hey, this is, at the end of the day, I love my job. I love animation. It is a huge passion of mine. But at the end of the day, like, this is a cartoon about dinosaurs and your health is more important. Um, so,
Yeah.
I always, if any of my boarders had a problem, I was just like, you know what, it's okay. Like, take
Yeah.
care of it. We
Yeah.
have, revisionists, we have me to help.
Yeah.
So actually, like, I do draw, quite a lot, and I think it differs production to production, but oftentimes like the notes we get are pretty big, especially because we're on a big property like Jurassic. Like they want to make
Right.
sure
Yeah.
that all the exec notes really get addressed. So
Right.
oftentimes I do big swaths of reboarding, just to address those notes
Right.
that
Right.
we could not have possibly
Yeah.
seen coming.
Yeah.